One day I woke up, went outside, and decided it would be cool to sample a golf ball and put it in my next track. It was a bit interesting to listen to the nuances of a golf ball when it's struck by a club. Apparently the better golfer, the better the sound, so I ended up using my friend's hit. It just sounds more full with a better whack. Someday I'll be a better golfer. So I got my unique sample, now it's time to build the track. Composer extraordinaire Curtis Hager, aka the better golfer, hung out and jammed out some ideas leading to this interesting chord progression. B minor 9, F sharp minor 9, G add 9, B minor 9, F sharp minor 9, C major 9. Now there's two things that make this chord progression pop. At its core, B minor, F sharp minor, and G is completely diatonic to the key of B minor. Even an F sharp minor 7 is in the key, but an F sharp minor 9 takes us outside. It's especially apparent leading into the G chord since the 9 in F sharp is G sharp. But when it comes to soloing over this, B minor pentatonic avoids G and G sharp, so the harmony just brings a unique flavor to the B minor chord progression. Also, that C major 9 might seem very out of key, but if you break it down, it's only the root note that is not in B minor. So again, sticking to B minor pentatonic, you really can't play a wrong note. Now that theory is all good to know, but let's come back to it when it's time to solo. First, let's add a cool drum groove. Channel D'Angelo for a tasty bass line. And then think about what to do with the guitar. Especially when there's a keyboard filling out the mid-range, it's smart to play chords on the top 4 strings. So instead of this full B minor bar chord, I can just play the top 4 strings like this, and it's going to sound real nice. Now we did B minor 9, so I could hammer my finger right here on the high E string and make that the B minor 9 chord. Next I could think about voice leading. Where can I find an F sharp minor 9 chord in the same area? This is where knowing chord voicings that don't start on the root note is helpful. I love this minor 9 voicing right here, and it actually doesn't even have the F sharp in the chord at all, but we could find it right here. Right here, that's my F sharp, and it comes out of this voicing. It's just these top 4, just like this. So I continue the process and end up with a guitar part like this. But what about that golf ball? It's certainly a weird sample, so I felt it sounded best in a break. So I cut the drums and have just a sample hit right here. I bring it back with delay on it as well. I didn't really process these samples too much. I just cut out some low end to get rid of the unwanted noise and gave it a little bit of compression. I thought the samples had character enough. So now I got this groove that's got some unique textures, and now I want to solo over it. Like I said earlier, B minor pentatonic licks all day. And if you want to increase your fretboard knowledge, I like the challenge of connecting these 2 main patterns on one string. So I think about my pentatonic pattern or minor scale pattern on the low E string with the root right there. That's my B minor. And then I have my root on the A string, right? Those 2 patterns. And what I did in this solo was I connected it through the G string. So I want to see all these notes. Right, going down that B minor scale on that one string to connect over to this pattern. What we could do is try and do that on all the different strings, right? Practice that, connecting those 2 patterns. So if I did it on the high E, it would be like this. Right, and then I'm right here and I could do the licks right there. B string would be like this. There I am again in that pattern. So that is a great way, if you don't know your fretboard that great, start with the 2 main patterns, root on the E string, root on the A string, and try and connect them through one string at a time. And again, that's just a great way, and you can come up with some interesting ideas. And here's one lick that I did like that. I went like this. Just like that, connecting the 2, and then I can play my licks in that pattern as soon as I get down there. I also like to throw in simple double stop run to give that neo soul flavor. So I can find my pattern right here, and it's just like this. And with these double stops, the most important thing that I'm trying to do is have both notes sound even. So I want to pluck them equally, and I want to palm mute them equally, and make sure my bars are nice and steady. For the backing track, Guitar Pro tabs for this solo and the licks, tons of organized courses to help take your guitar playing to the next level, consider supporting this channel on Patreon. All my supporters help make this content possible, so I can't thank you all enough. Now I'm going to jam out this track, keep jamming, and stay nasty.